Good morning, everyone. And this is Uma from UHS Enterprises. And today, this session we are conducting for many of them have done this corporate tax audit. For corporate tax, you have done your auditing, or you're doing auditing, or you're finalizing your data for corporate tax filing. So we have our own support center, which is called 06745745493. We are getting many inquiries on these 3-4 issues. Many of the customers are requesting for this type of issues. So because they were doing the auditing in for UHS, sorry, they are doing auditing for the company for corporate tax. So we have many queries on this type of about the event what we are discussing today. This is the main query. So for to showcase the how to handle these queries, we have taken this session to educate our customers how we will work it on that. So I think my screen is visible. Okay. Yeah. So we all know that when we come, many of them are comparing the profit and loss sales accounts and comparing with your normal sales register. When you go to display, account books and sales register, here you can see this value and this value of the profit and loss, they are matching with the sales ledger in the profit and loss. So but it will not, many of them are facing it is not matching. Why my profit and loss is not matching with my sales register? Actually, as per the concept, it will not match because this is sales group only the related to sales group. Whatever sales ledgers are added in the profit and loss, it will come only the sales accounts. But when you go to the sales register, the sales register, it includes VAT ledgers, discounts, freight charges, whatever additional expenses or ledgers you have used in the while doing data entry. Those all the ledgers will be listed in the all ledgers will be listed in the so when sorry so we can't compare the profit and loss on the sales register. So when we take the sales register, it takes all the ledgers like discounts, VAT, freight and other expenses, whatever ledgers additionally we use in the sales entry, those all will be listed. But when you are taking the profit and loss, this sales account is only related to the sales account groups. It doesn't related to any other group ledgers. It will not include tax. It will not include discounts. Discounts will come in expenses or income. So those it will not match. If you want to match in the sales register, so I'll just take for a taken a period for all that. Just I'll put a columnar and I'll see all options I can put, and I can compare it with the sales value here. See, there is ledger called sales ledger. This value and I can match with the profit and loss sales value. This we can do. Or there is another option in the sales register. There is an option called change view. Click on the change view and click on extract. If you click on extract, for the period of sales register which you have added, which you have displayed for that sales register, it will give you a consolidated report. So I'll just go to change view and I'll give extract. See, here comes the sales accounts. So what is the sales of this particular period? This value will match with your profit and loss. So you can compare only this value with the profit and loss sales ledgers. This is not only for sales, for even for purchases, discounts, expenses, whichever you are comparing with the register means, make sure you are in an extract mode in the register and compare it with the P&L. Hope you got it. In this report, we have another option called inventory wise register, or inventory wise extract also. If you go here in the sales register, Control H, and I'll put extract. This is coming the consolidated report for the sales register. Here there is another option for again Control H. I'll go with the inventory wise extract. So inventory wise, extract will happen for this particular period. How many items are gone outward, it will be listed. So hope everyone get it. So if you got it, can you put a thumbs up in the chat box? If you don't get it, you can ask me questions on the chat box. So one Mr. Riaz is saying, I am not getting extract. So yes, see, you're seeing in a different screen. To see the extract, you have to go to sales register, select any month or any period, you have to select it inside this report. Here you have to click on the button of change view. Here you can give extract. Mr. GS accepted. Anyone? If you have question, you can ask, or you put a thumbs up that you have got how it is working. Is there any option for not using purchase order? Repeat when we make invoice once. Mr. Nihal, I'll explain you on the end of the session. We'll move on to the next point. Riyas, if you still face the issue, you can contact our support number. We will help you on any desk. Okay. So the next point is why balance sheet is not matching with your receivables. Okay. So our same way how we are comparing the balance profit and loss and sales register, we are many of them are comparing their balance sheet sundry debtors. So in the current assets, there is a sundry debtors which is having a value. They are comparing this value with the receivables value. That is your outstandings. Display statements of accounts, outstanding receivables. But many of them, we are not facing the matching with the balance sheet. First, receivables report is based on the bill wise one. So if my ledger is enabled by bill wise in the ledger master, then only it will affect in the receivables. Okay. But our balance sheet is showing based on the sundry debtors grouping. Even if the customer is enabled bill wise or not enabled bill wise, this balance sheet will show the balances of that particular any customers of under sundry debtors. But receivables report only the customers whoever enabled bill wise and whoever given not on account, then only receivables will come. In the receivables, it will be listed. But if a ledger is not enabled bill wise or while making entry, you had given instead of receivables, sorry, instead of bill reference, if you had given us on account, this in this particular entries or the pending amount will not reflect in your receivables. So you cannot match this value with that balance sheet. Balance sheet sundry debtors. This is one concern many of the customers are asking why, as auditors are asking what is the receivables, give me an age wise report, and that amount is not matching with my balance sheet. Why means, so it will not affect because of that there is no ledger is enabled bill wise, or any amounts may not be in maybe in on account. So to see that, where to see which entries are in on account, go to display statements of accounts, outstandings, take a group, sundry debtors group. Here it will show you the pending bills. Take one aging method like 30, 60 or anything. So 30, 60, 90 like this, you take it. Here it will show in the last column whatever ledgers in on account. This you can find it whichever is in on account. So you can edit those entries alone specifically. You can move it to bill references. Okay, then it will automatically move into. So I'll put it in the new reference. So on account has been moved. So there is no on account bill for this one. So this will then it will reflect in the receivables as well, and it will match with your balance sheet sundry debtors also. But make sure these ledgers are enabled bill wise. Maintain balances bill by bill should be S in the ledger master. Then only it will reflect in the receivables as well as in the balance sheet sundry debtors. So everyone clear on what about the concept of this issue?
Good morning, madam.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, is there any option to or see the what are the this one customers having the online account? Any statement we can take out like this?
Online account statement means I'm actually
Yeah,
not getting.
just now you explained, no, that is amount is in online, then it will not be reflected on the this one balance sheet. You said no.
On
So
account.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
just
for on accounts, whichever ledgers are in on account, you can go to see any entries in on account. We can go to see in the statements of accounts,
okay.
outstandings,
Hmm.
click the group, select it the group and put an aging method.
So
That is
individual, you have to check individual customer. You
yes,
mean
yes. Yes,
the
yes. Here it will
complete
show whichever ledgers. Yeah.
complete report we cannot get like this.
No, no, we can't get it.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so thank you. Hope others are clear. You have any other doubts on this? So if you understood the concepts, put a thumbs up so I can proceed with the next point. Mighty for this approval also. Yes, Nihal. And there is a question from Mr. Prakash. When we don't link the receipt with the invoice, it will not show correctly in receivables and it won't match the ledger balance. Mr. Prakash, yes, it will not show in the receivables. So no, if you don't link the receipt, it will still show in the receivables and it won't match with the ledger balance. Ledger balance is different. Ledger balance, even if you match with the bill reference or doesn't match with the bill reference, still your in the ledger it will be affected. If you correctly select the ledger, it will be affected. But if you did not map your bills correctly, it will still remains in your outstandings as a bill receivables. Mr. Riaz, you have asked a question. I have so many risks not looking with this invoice. How can I make correct old receipt entries? Is there any option to correct it? Riaz, you see if you have not matched with your correct bill references, you have to do manually entering into the receipts and you have to transfer it. Okay, there
But
is no other way. Or when you're uh, splitting the data, if you split the data, after splitting, go to change in the opening balance, whichever is actual the balance, those ledgers, those bills alone, you can adjust it. That you can do.
But my data is more than 5 years since 2018. There is so
Yeah.
many entries are not matching because before old entries and all we entered some against one account and all. It's difference is lot of amount. Big amount is difference. We can do it only after splitting only. No? Then we cannot
Yes,
make.
yes.
No any other option like we can.
Not any other option. Or you can like, if possible, you can try this option. In the journal, you can pass one journal entry. Okay, and just move the ledgers from one in the same ledger. For example, if you're it's a customer is an ABC customer. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
debit also ABC customer, credit also ABC customer. You just whichever bills you want to adjust it, you select all the bills and put in the credit side, you adjust it with the same different bills which you want to add it. Then it will get adjusted.
I need to do so many ledgers, journal vouchers.
Yes, you have to do no
Okay.
other way.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
And
Oh,
one more question is you're asking, is there any option for not using purchase order repeat where we make invoice once? You want to disable the purchase order not to use it?
it's not me. Someone else.
Okay, sorry. See, if you want to disable the purchase order, and if you are using a Tally Prime version, you can go on to the purchase order voucher type and make it activate this voucher type as no. If you have done that, so that voucher order number options will not come while making invoice. Mr. Christie, you have asked, how can I prepare the VAT report for each month? You have, for preparing the VAT report, there is an option in Tally for VAT 201. Open the VAT 201, and if there is any errors in the data, if any mismatches are you found, you first clear that. Then you compare the VAT ledger, VAT 5% or output VAT, whatever you use it, and compare it with your VAT 201 form. If you are matched, then your VAT return is ready, you can export it. Okay, Mr. Lehar is saying how to disable the purchase order, you want to show us. So if you don't want any voucher type, some are using multiple sales invoices, multiple receipt entries, or if you don't want purchase orders before you were using earlier, or if you don't want the delivery note before you are using earlier, but I want to disable it, means to go to that, you have to go to alter voucher types and select the voucher type which you want to go. So purchase order or purchase. Here there is an option called activate this voucher type. This you make it no, then that voucher type will not come for access. For example, when we go to a voucher F10 and you can see purchase orders, see you are not able to see the purchase order because it was not active. So enable that, alter voucher types. You have to go to purchase order and activate the voucher type, make it no. Hope you understand what we have shown you. So please give me a thumbs up so I can proceed with the next one. Okay, the next one is, so we have done our auditing or we have finalized our 2024 data. Now, I don't want myself or my other users not to go back and do any entries even by mistake. So I want to block the data. So first, always Tally has admin user. Under the admin user, you can create any number of users. Irrelevant if you are using single user or multi-user, the product is same only. So if you want to block the data, first that can be done only through admin user login. So you can go to admin, first company, click on the company. If this alter is coming, means then you are logging into the admin user. If this alter option is not coming, means then it is not an admin user. Okay. So now I logged into my admin user. First, I'll create a role for myself and for my users. So I'll go to user roles. So this is one user called admin or owners, you can add it. And I'll under the basic facilities of owners, I myself create one username. So I will also not by mistake change the old entries. So I'll say this one I will did, but here I will put the cutoff data as 2024 not able use. So here I'll give full access, create. So I'll say create or alter vouchers. I'll create one like this. So create or alter vouchers if I block it. So any vouchers you create, so create or alter backdated vouchers. Backdated vouchers. You have to give this one option for you. So in the admin with the owner rights means you will get all the rights except the username and password. And here we'll put a date called cutoff date. So before this date, we can't do any backdated entries. And here I am saying disallow me these options. So I'll disallow these options and I'll save it. And one more role I'll create for my accountant. So I want him all the options and I don't want him to change 31/12/2024 any data. And here I don't want him to change the any backdated vouchers. And I don't want him to say full access. I am blocking for him for not to see my balance sheet. Full access, I am not giving profit and loss. Like this, you can create your own roles first, then company, you can go and see, give a user and passwords. So admin, I'll give one username and password, and for accountant, I am giving another username and passwords. So now if the user goes and do any entry alteration in 2024, Tally will not allow. So I'm just changing the user B. See, it will show me no access allowed, because even it is a main admin user, it is not allowed because we disallow the backdated vouchers of creation. Even creation also not possible. But still, I just want to see the voucher, what is inside, what references I had given, what narration I had given. If you want to see, just press Alt Enter and Alt F1. So it will show you the detailed of that particular and those entries. So this is a bigger process. Make sure you take the data backup before proceeding this process. Okay. First, take a proper backup of your data in a pen drive or an external hard drive. So you will not lose your data, or even if it's done by something mistakes, you will not know what has happened. So if your data is secured in a different drive, so we can even restore and check it, what we can do further to retrieve your data. So once the that is done, go to company. See, now this alter is not visible because I am not in the admin. I'll go to change username. I'll type the username and password. So now I can go to company and you can see alter. If alter is coming means then this user able to give user rights. So I'll go and give to user roles first. I'll create my own user roles. If you come down, you create your own user roles. In the admin means, see, I have given here also you can give 365 days for safer side, and cut-off date for backdated also. So below this date, no entries on it. Sometimes some people are doing VAT audits. So every quarters they don't want the users to go back and edit it. So that time, suppose if my audit is done, VAT filing is done for August means I can put it 31st August 2024. I'll do, and I'll say create or alter backdated vouchers. So before this, any voucher has been done, it will not be allowed to edit it or create it on this period. So account and separate user role I have created. I save and I'll go to company, user roles. We have checked. Now we are going to user and passwords. So admin, usernames, accountant, different username and password. So once you get into that login, whatever access given, that only will be listed. So if I go to change user and see the user of see, you can't see balance sheets and profit and loss, but the other access are still available. Nihal is asking, exactly we make invoice for Dubai Mall that, and we using purchase order 2134. When I use again same purchase order 123, it now shows me duplicate. Nihal, you just give me the data for access. We will check it out. What is the actual issue in this one? Mr. Christie, you can do contact our team. So we can tell you how you can compare it with the VAT report and the VAT ledger. And if you have any errors, how to rectify it, my team will assist you on that.